Welcome to Tone Wars Sunday night. I'm Carrie. That's Jarrod.
What's happening, everybody? I'm just checking levels here, making sure everything is as it should be.
And I'm back.
She's back.
I'm so back. And I'm happy to be back.
Yes, we're happy to have you back.
Last week sucked. Last Sunday sucked for me.
Yeah, it was a rough one. There we go. Now I got level.
I woke up last Sunday morning with vertigo. The world was spinning. My eyeballs were like, I was seeing this side of the room and that side of the room. It was awful. And it got me so nauseous. I couldn't even stand myself.
You were a mess.
I was a mess. I could not perform. Yeah.
You couldn't even walk.
I know. I feel like every time we have something special, I get sick.
Something
like
happens.
when we tried to do Gear Fest
Yep.
a couple years ago, I got COVID.
Yep.
And I wasn't sure if I was going to even be well enough to meet, but I ended up just doing dinner, I think, with you guys.
Yeah,
that day.
because you were past the window at that point.
Yeah.
But,
Didn't have quite all of my energy back, but
it's
just enough for dinner.
Yeah, just enough for dinner.
It's always enough energy for dinner.
It's always enough energy for dinner.
Yes.
There's not.
Well,
That's
then
a
I
problem.
get vertigo when we have Max on the
Max.
show and didn't get to meet him and his parents. And I feel really bad about that too. I was looking forward to it.
Yeah, they were too. It was a fun day. Oh my God, we had so much fun. That was really cool. We had some great food, great conversations, and Max is such a great kid. Awesome guitar player too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we really had a lot of fun that day. That was freaking awesome.
Jason Taylor says, I have a bit of vertigo as well lately myself, but not real bad. Only when I lay down or turn my head a certain way. Yeah. Yep, that's what it was. It woke me up out of a sleep. I was sleeping on my back, and then I switched to my left side, and that's the world started spinning. And
yeah, it's tough, man. What's up, Jason? I'll tell you what, though, dude. I've dealt with it my whole adult life. And look up the Epley movement.
Yep.
It's on YouTube, and it really works.
it did.
Yep, you might have to do it like 3 times or
3
even
to 5 times, yeah.
But it really does work. I've had to do it. I've gotten it so bad, like that one year where I was doing all those buildings 2 years ago. I was so busy. I woke up one morning and had it, and I'm like, nope, I got to work. So I freaking did the Epley movement like 3 times, and I waited for an hour to make sure because I had an hour and a half drive ahead of me, and I was like, okay, I'm good, and I went to work and did my thing. So, yeah, it really does work.
Yep, it did. I did it, but I was so exhausted. It just took so much out of me from all of the spinning, trying to regulate.
Yep.
I was just exhausted.
I'm familiar, man.
Oh, well, let's say hi to some people. I'm going to put my glasses on so I don't have to...
Yeah.
So I don't have to strain tonight. Ben, he was first here.
What's up, Ben?
Says, I was blown away at how much better the JEL 20 sounded in both the mix and alone. Pays to compare side by side. One positive about the Mesa is that it did not burn your home down.
I was surprised, too. I was surprised how good it sounded. Yep, it's a good amp.
Gravel Rocks is here.
What's up, Steve?
Martin Hensley is here.
Hey, Barton, how you doing, man?
He said he liked the lunchbox shootout. I can't find the sweet spot. I got to find the sweet spot. I got new lenses, new glasses. I tried to find. There's the reading part.
Thanks, man. I'm glad you enjoyed the episode.
Mark Kinney says, oh, cool, the JEL 20, nice. Let's rock on, or some metal.
Yeah, what's up, Mark? How you doing, man?
Braxel is here. How are you, ma'am?
Braxel, what's up, man? Good to see you.
And Jim Coleman.
What's up, Jim?
He's from New York.
New York. What's happening, man?
Paul Smith is here.
Paul, what's happening?
And then I already said Jason Taylor. Let's see. Michael Pierce. Hi.
Hey, what's up, Michael? I think that's a new name.
All
That
right.
doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, Michael Pierce.
Oh, good to see you, Michael.
Jeff Hirschberg. Hope you guys are doing well,
Hey.
along with hoping a Tonex JEL 20 pack is in the works.
What's up, Jeff? Good to see you here. And yes, they are. They're already done. I just got to organize them and put them up on the website. So they should be up within the next day or two.
Praxel says he's interested in the Jakey Lee packs. I hope he makes them like the way Jake sounds like on the Ozzy records.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely trying to just capture the amplifier in the best way I can. So I captured it with the amp and cab combinations, and I also did it DI. So the nice thing about the DIs is if you pair it with the right impulse responses, maybe you can get close to that tone. Because I have the Royer 121 and the SM57 on a cab with vintage 30s here. I don't know what Jake used in the studio with Ozzy, but I'm sure you could find those IRs and pair it with that, and yeah, I'm sure you could freaking nail it, you know?
Let's see. Tony Krawczyk. Hey, Tony.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Flux is here. Hey.
Flux, what's happening, Will?
Vince Salutari. Hey, hey,
Hey. What's up, Vince?
Let's see. Jim Coleman. Did I already say hi to Jim?
Yeah, he only gets one. What's up again, Jim?
Dean Horkness is here.
Dean.
Hey, Dean.
We were barbecuing today. Dean was sending me some barbecue pics.
Oh, yeah.
And I sent him some. And, yeah, it was fun.
I was a smoking machine this week with
Yeah, you were.
I did some, we did some steaks on, I think, Thursday night, and those turned out really good. You have to sear them after, so you smoke them, and then you sear them on each side for a little bit to get that little crispy. Yeah.
Have to get the crispies.
Yep. And then we did a pork butt, and then I did a chicken for my parents, and did some turkey burgers. I put a bunch of spices and some cheese and different things in them, but those turned out delicious too.
Got to try those sometime.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, I'm thankful for my friend Jay, and for he's taught me some stuff, and Greg Tribulato has taught me a lot about the whole barbecue thing.
Yeah.
So shout out to Greg
Thank you,
and Jay.
Yeah. Dave Hendricks. Hey guys, Carrie looking beautiful as always. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that.
What's up, Dave? Good to see you, man.
Take all of the compliments when they come. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Flux says, oh my God, did you make a quad Cortex pack of the JEL 20? Jarrod, you totally rule.
I did. You'll be hearing them tonight. So with the pack, you'll get 8 captures, and then you'll get a preset. And the nice thing about this pack is with that amp, it's pretty much, there's a sweet spot. You just grab the sweet spot and you freaking just capture it. And I moved the knobs around a little bit and stuff, but I think I captured it in its best. So if you liked what it sounded like in my review, then that's it right here. It's the same thing. So.
All right, let's see. Flux says he'll be snapping it up this week.
Cool, man. Thank you.
Braxel, Jarrod, which KHE switcher do you have? It looks like you got 4, and what do you use to switch the amps controller?
I have each switcher has 8, so it's an 8x4. So it's 4 cabs, 8 amps, and then I have the effects loop switcher as well. And I'm using my Stream Deck to switch amps. So that's what I'm using. I love that thing, man. I honestly wouldn't know what I would do without the KHE amp switcher. I mean, it's one of those pieces of gear, and I mean no disrespect to that product at all, but it's not the sexiest purchase that you make. Like, I got an amp switcher. It's like, yeah, yay for you. But it's one of those things that once you hook it up to all your amps, that's when it's like, your friends come over and they're like, hey, let me try this amp. And you're like, boop. Let me try this one. Boop. And they're like, dude, that amp switcher is sexy as hell. It's like, yeah, it is. This thing's awesome. Yeah, I love, that thing is the hub of my studio, man.
It's kind of like buying a dishwasher.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But when you pull out clean dishes.
Right, and you don't have to stand there for an hour and a half.
Yeah. And you can even, and this amp switcher is the equivalent to taking dishes and put in a dishwasher without even scraping them off. It's like that handy. You could throw them in there with a pound of spaghetti on the plate, and it's like, yeah, we'll take care of that. You know, it's awesome. I love this amp switcher.
I had to rewash the last load I did. You know how I put the cookie sheet underneath my meat, and then I do the spices so it doesn't get all over the counter?
Yeah.
I didn't. rinse off the cookie sheet.
Ooh.
I just put the spices and all in
Yeah?
it. All of my glasses had had the pork rub on it.
Wow, this water's spicy.
I had to actually scrub some of them by hand.
Gross.
I know.
Because it dried on in the heated dry.
It was in the heated dry.
That's what you get.
Lesson learned. Trying to do it the short way. I'm like, oh, it's just a little dust. It'll go right down.
Nope.
Nope.
Everybody had spicy drinks that week.
No, I washed them. I washed them again.
That's some pork
butt
apple juice, whatever. Yeah.
Flex says, I'm going to get your IR pack. Can't wait to try the cabs in my QC.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, Jason Taylor, I've heard of that movement and we'll try it out.
Yeah, it seriously, dude, I swear by it. It works. It really does. If it doesn't work the first time, do it until it does.
Oh, the Epley movement. Yeah. It really, really does.
Yeah.
I had to do it 3 times and then it stuck. Yep.
Yep. The rest of your day is all yours now when you do it.
Unless you're exhausted from spinning. Mr. Good Guy is with us.
What's happening, man?
Paul, let's see. Steve Sheen says he's picking up that capture pack.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you.
Dave Hendricks says he's still waiting for you to do an in-room sound on those amps, bro. I want to hear that savage in the room, Mike.
Yeah, that's a great suggestion. I'm trying to figure out how to do it without it sounding bad. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do I do this and make it sound good? So I'm definitely, it's on my mind. I definitely want to get it done. The other thing is the cab is behind the chair, and yeah, I just got to figure out, like, I'll have to sit over there, or, something. So we'll make it work.
Make it work. CMO79 is here. Good day.
What's happening?
Good day, sir.
Oh, good day.
He said good day. Martin Hensley. Hey, Jarrod. I and deal on Wednesday. What? I and deal on Wednesday with 3 guitars and a I don't know what you said, Martin Hensley. And I got a Randall Satan half stack and a Blue Voodoo half stack? ?
Maybe wheeled and dealed on Wednesday
with 3
EART. I don't know what that means.
Well, try again. Try again. Braxels. Jarrod, you buy that JEL 20 amp or did it go back?
That was actually from a friend of mine, Steve Moore. He was kind
Hi,
enough.
Steve Moore, if you're watching.
He was kind enough to let me. I saw him at the gym, so we crossed paths at the gym. He's like, "Hey, man, what's happening?" I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" And we talked. He's like, "Hey, you gonna review that JEL 20?" And I'm like, if I can get my hands on one. And he's like, dude, I bought one, so you're welcome to use mine. And I'm like, seriously? He's like, yeah. So
nice.
He brought it over, and we had some good barbecue and stuff, and hung out, and I shot the episode, and then he brought it back over again so that I could profile it for you guys. So Steve Moore is awesome. Really appreciate him very much.
Let's see. Monkey Wrench. I gotta find the spot. There it is. Jarrod, do you have a video about your Majesty on the piezo Rainmaker Dreamcatcher pickups and the push control knobs, or any videos on your Majesty? I looked, can't find what's the name.
Yes, just just type in Tone Wars Music Man Majesty Monarchy series guitar and you'll find it. I did a review of one. I did with my purple one at Paul's studio. This is years ago.
Braxel wants to know if you had a special circuit breaker installed for your amps, or do you have them plugged into the wall like normal?
Good question. So I have them plugged into the Furman power conditioner. It's the P1800AR. That's what I'm using.
What you should be asking him is if he has an extension to his homeowner's insurance policy.
And the answer is no.
Forget the circuit breaker.
Right now, they're protected by SIG and Daniel Defense.
Braxel, is it easy to program the Stream Deck to switch amps and cabs?
Yes, there's a video on how to do that. I could send you that video. Remind me, email me after the show, and I'll send you that video. That's how I learned how to do it.
Carangis, I don't know if I spelled that right. Pronounced it Cranjis. He says, love the content.
Oh, thank you. Very much appreciate that.
Jason Taylor, Jarrod, I was thinking of using my QC going both direct to front of house as well as to my PA50 and cab on stage, but I've never gone direct with an IR before. Would you do that yourself or just mic the cab?
I think at that point you probably should just mic the cab just to keep it simple. You know, there's a lot of people that go direct and use the power amp with the cab as well. But I mean, if you could simplify it and make it easy to set up, I mean, with the routing on the QC, I've never tried to do that, but the QC is pretty elaborate regarding the routing, so I'm sure you can make that happen. So you'll just have to assign, I think, the IR to certain outputs, and then that'll take care of the front of house. So, but if it was me, I just get overwhelmed too easily sometimes with things, so I'm just like, just mic my cab, you know. So, yeah, but if you're going to use IRs, man, I mean, excuse me, the John Petrucci pack that just came out. I know, I ate a lot of food. The John Petrucci pack that came out is actually really good, so that's a good pack to use as well.
Martin Hensley, hey Jarrod, can you check out the Moore GE300?
If I get a chance.
Does it mew?
Does it mew?
Does it mew?
Probably.
Can you make it mew?
Can we smoke it?
You probably could smoke it, honestly.
Yeah, there's a lot of lower price gear that's coming out now that's actually really good. So, yep, I can if I get my hands on one, I'll definitely check it out. Absolutely.
All right, we're caught up. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Yeah.
What are we talking about tonight?
We're just hanging.
We're just gonna hang out tonight?
We just be hanging and stuff. I'm gonna play a couple mixes right now just to kick things off.
Let's do it.
Kick things off. So this is the Friedman JEL 20 capture pack here. I'm using like the one that I consider my favorite anyways. It's the highest gain one. This isn't a super gainy amp though, just so you guys know. I mean, there's enough gain in here, but it's a little less gain than I'm used to. I would say it's like a mid to maybe mid-high gain, but it's not high gain, you know? So if 10 is high gain, this is a 7 as far as the gain level goes. But I can play it, and it's actually really good. Lots of great clarity and stuff. So let's go ahead and play a couple mixes. 1 second. Oh, you dropped your glasses.
I dropped my glasses.
Yep.
That was nice.
Nice. Thank you. Boy, those are fun to play. You got to work for them, though. I mean, they're not super gainy. I mean, there's enough gain in there for most people. You know me.
I'm a little hard time keeping it going.
Yeah, I missed that last harmonic, but I mean, you gotta really be on your game with these. There's a lot of clarity, and there's yeah, but they're good. I mean, I still enjoyed playing them very much. I mean, that's just the way that amp is, man.
Tony
Lots of clarity.
says, great pick attack, Jarrod.
Thank you, sir.
Great job on capturing the amp settings.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I just dialed in that amp on my last video when I shot it out with the MT-15 and the Mark 525, and I did it on camera. Showed you how I dialed it in, and I think it sounded about as brutal as you could get it, and it sounded great. So, yep, I really enjoyed playing that amp a lot. It's definitely a good one.
Flux, can you do a live hang on another day that is a guitar lesson where we learn a solo technique from you? I need help with my soloing, and I love your solos so much.
Oh, thank you. You know, I appreciate that. I mean, it's probably something I could do. The thing is, though, is I'm probably better off doing it in a video because I'm not it's funny, like there's people that can play and there's people who can teach.
Jarrod is a custom solo artist.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm different, man. The thing is with me is I don't know theory. I don't know half of what I'm doing. It's all done by play
Trial
or
and
feel,
error.
trial and error. It's weird, man. But I can certainly talk about that and maybe and show how I come up with things. I've thought about that for years, but I always thought, like, man, if I do this, I'm gonna look stupid because people are gonna be like,
what if I'm doing it wrong?
this guy doesn't even know what that like this note. I don't know what that note is. I don't know what that note is. This one, I don't know any. I know that's E. I know that, you know, but that's, you know, I just, it's all trial and error. But I mean, I could certainly talk to you about concepts maybe or something like that for sure. Yep.
There you go. Cranjus says, fire.
Fire.
Great bro from Martin.
Thank you.
What are you using to boost the JEL from Jim Coleman?
Ah, glad you asked. So what I did is I boosted it with the Oddbox capture. So
You like it?
oh yeah, yeah. The Oddbox pedal.
Yeah.
It's one of my new favorites. I mean, that thing is. That's why it's on my board now.
And the link so that you can also have an Oddbox is in the description.
Exactly, it's in the description right at the top, and it's it'll take you right to the website where this pack is, and the Oddbox will be included with that, and several captures of it. So like I have captures of the Oddbox in like what I think are the money settings, you know, like the, you know, gain all the way down, you know, level all the way up, tone in the middle, but then I also do some other settings where I actually turn the tone up a little bit here and there, sometimes all the way up, sometimes 3 o'clock, sometimes 1 o'clock. And I also have another setting with it where I actually turn the gain up to about 10 o'clock on it because that's what I did on channel 1 of the Friedman, and it just made it just gave it that extra push that it needed. So that way you have several settings on the Oddbox, and I'll tell you what, man, that pedal pushes hard. It's twice the decibels that I've seen on other pedals. I mean, there's a lot of push coming out of that thing. So that's included in the pack as well.
Flux says, I love routing on the QC. It's so easy to set up.
It really is. I haven't dug into it, but I know you can do pretty much anything you want with it. It's insane how flexible it is.
Braxel says, that is all the JEL 20 question mark?
Yes. Yep. The whole thing. The
Full.
JEL 20.
Flux says that JEL 20 capture sounds excellent, really heavy. Can you push the gain on the QC capture a bit for us later?
Thank you. Yes, you can actually, let's see. All right, so. That sounds great, my in-ears. So let me pull up the, okay, so the gain right now, I just pushed it myself just to 1.4. Just over the, you know, the mark where I profiled it, because you know me, I love lots of gain. So, but it's I can push it. Let me push it all the way up and see where I get. That's at 16.8 decibels, and that's plenty. That's not even all the way up. That's at 3 o'clock. So, dude, you know what? I'm going to adjust this for my solos. I'll put a little more in there for my solos, because I do like the gain that's in there. But for the solos, I probably could use a little bit more, because that last harmonic, it's my fault. I didn't hit it hard enough and accurately enough, but I just like to have that little extra on my solos, that saturation, because it really holds things out. And it actually, with this profile, it thickens it up a little bit too, so it's really nice.
Axel says, I have the QC, Tonex, pedal, and Kemper. Which should I get the JEL 24? Which should I get the JEL 24?
Oh, let's see. Boy, you have...
you got the gambit.
Yeah, you got the gambit. So what it's available for is the QC and the Tonex. If you need them right now, the Tonex or the QC would be the way to go, because I'm uploading those to the cloud as soon as the show's over, and I can send them to you right away. But if you don't mind waiting a few days, I can get them for the Tonex pedal by Monday, probably. Excuse me, Monday night.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. Yep. You know me. I always give myself a little bit of wiggle room, so I'm thinking Monday, but it might be Tuesday. But I mean,
Wednesday.
Yeah. The thing is it's easy to get them ready and everything, but testing everything on the Tonex I have to do it on the computer. And
this week. We'll just say this week sometime.
Within 2 days, I'll get them to you on the Tonex, but you can get them tonight on the on the QC. And man, this sounds really good though. So.
Tony Krosick, new effects pedal. That was the audio. Yeah.
Yeah, the Oddbox. ODD. Yeah, that freaking. If you guys haven't gotten one of those warm audio Oddboxes yet, get one. I mean, it's an amazing pedal. I actually profiled it in UK and US modes too. Mark. So if you want a little less, you can go with the US, or a little bit more, go with the UK.
Mark in the mix says your playing is fire, all kinds of fire emojis.
Thank you.
He says it really seems like you're into QC as of late. I'm going to measure that as you prefer it as far as captures or Kemper profiles.
Yes, thanks for the kind words. I really appreciate that. So I love working with the QC when it comes to profiling amps, because it's extremely consistent and it's extremely predictable. I know they're going to come out perfect every time, and they sound and feel great. I don't have to worry about any kind of refinement to them. The Kemper, as of late, I've been struggling with that a little bit with different amplifiers, and I still think it's a great product, but with the Kemper, for me, it's a little bit of a guessing game if I want to come down here and spend an afternoon doing profiles. But with the QC, it's like I know it's going to work, and I know they're going to sound amazing, and it's so easy to get everything set up and running. And I still test them all, but every time I test them, I'm like, why do I even bother testing these? They come out perfect every time, but I still do it anyways. And it's easy to set up a preset, and I don't know. I can't say enough good things about the profiling process with it.
Braxel says, sounds like something off Dream Theater Awake album. I'm not sure which one.
the last song that I did?
I don't know. We'll find out. Martin Hensley, the reason why I asked Jarrod, because I have the Moore GE300. I'm wondering, since my GE300 tone captures like Tonex, if I can use the Tonex packages.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if they, interesting. I don't know if they work together, or I don't think they do, because there's like an algorithm. They have to talk to each other. So, yeah, I mean, the Tonex ones, I know they came out good. I tested them all, and yeah, that's going to be fun getting those out too.
Flux says, man, that capture just nails the 80s J tone. Yeah.
It does, man. Yeah, it's pretty accurate, you know. In fact, when I played that amp and I was doing Bark at the Moon, I'm like, dude, this sounds pretty accurate, you know. I know they use different stuff and everything, but at least it had the spirit of it, you know. That clarity was awesome.
Mark Kinney says that tone sounds so good and rich. It's nice.
Thank you.
Crangus, would this pack work with my Line 6 Helix?
No, it only works with the Quad Cortex. Yep. Unfortunately, with the Helix, it doesn't profile, so you can only get amp models with them. You know, and I did a video a while back about what new products that were waiting to come out. And the Helix 2, I really think it's time. I don't know when it's coming, but I think it's time that they came out with one. And they make great stuff, so I can't wait to see what the Helix 2, or whatever they want to call the next product, is gonna be like. It's gonna be amazing.
Steve Shaheen says that thing sounds so good.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, you'd like it, Steve. I'll send you those captures tonight or tomorrow for your Tonex. I think you're gonna really like them, dude.
Braxel, Jarrod, what are you using the iPad for?
Oh, 2 iPads. So I got one for my backing tracks, you know, and then this one controls the board. So I can mute the mics, like now. So I can mute the mics, I can do all this stuff with that. So yeah, I got 2 iPads. And the other one is, you know, like I said, it was the backing track. So that's what's going on there.
Steve-O is with us. Hey, Steve.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Jason Taylor said, these sound amazing, Jarrod. They're definitely going into my cart once they're up.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Jason, you play Quad Cortex or Tonex? Which one is it? I think you're a Tonex or a Quad Cortex guy, but they're on the website right now, and I can send them to you tonight. Tonight.
Michael Pierce says the
guitars.
Oddbox rules.
Dude, it's such a good pedal. It really is. I mean, I was blown away at how good it was.
Jeff Hirschberg, my Oddbox arrives Wednesday. Can't wait.
Good for you, man. Good for you.
Fluck says, is the Oddbox in the QC Overdrive pedal pack? I want to get that pack as well.
Yes. Yep. It's in there. So yeah, you know what? Since you asked about which one you should get, somebody, I think it was Braxel asked. Yeah, get the QC one, dude, because then you can have all those Oddbox captures with it. So there's your answer.
There you go. Mr. Good Guy, your shredding is absolutely amazing. You put a lot of feeling in your playing. Have you ever thought about doing any videos to teach us something, maybe just even like what you practice would be helpful?
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Good stuff.
Well, I do. I appreciate that. Well, I mean, I could probably come up with something that talks about maybe my practice routine and maybe how I approach writing my solos. I could probably do that. I think I should. I'm going to put it right here, a mental note. It's something that I think would be...
Maybe want to put that note in your phone.
Yes, I will. It's something I should do because ever since I started really working with the metronome, I got tighter, and it was intimidating at first, but now I've gotten a lot tighter with it, and I look forward to it. Every morning is coffee and metronome. Whether it's for 5 minutes or 20 or even an hour, I get it in because...
So no more coffee and jams? Isn't that what you used to do on Saturdays?
Oh,
you
yeah.
Called it
coffee and jams. I do both. You know, I always bring my iPad upstairs and put it on the ottoman so I can... And I use the Spark, so I have the Spark app, you know, on the iPad, and it's got a metronome on it. I just run it through there, and I play all my backing tracks and just have coffee. And she got me a cup for my birthday that keeps the coffee hot.
Speaking of birthdays.
Yeah, hers is coming up. So this cup she got me, actually, it's battery operated, and it keeps your coffee. I mean, it could boil it if you wanted to, but I put it on warm. It'll keep my coffee hot for 2 hours because I used to get sick of reheating my coffee all the time. And then now I got hot coffee the whole time because it literally takes me an hour to drink a cup of coffee in the morning because I'm playing so much. So
we are so opposite in that.
Yeah.
I can't have caffeine, so I don't drink coffee in the morning, but I drink tea, and it's like 10 minutes. It's gone. It's gone before it gets cold. I eat fast. I drink fast.
Not me, man.
I drive fast.
Yep. I'm slow. I'm slow at a lot of things. I like to take my time.
Except for shredding.
Except for shredding.
Martin Hensley, thanks, Jarrod, for doing the video on the OCC? That was
ODD, yeah.
Either my glasses aren't working because he said OCC pedal here, and then he says I've been using the OCD pedal for years.
Oh, yeah, the OCD is actually what the ODD is made after.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy went out of business, so they started making those.
Maybe he was too OCD for it.
Yeah, he might have been.
To go deal with it. Martin, I hope
You're
I'm not
welcome.
hurting your feelings.
She's just messing. She playing.
Yeah. Monkey Wrench, Jarrod, as you know, I had the Schecter on order. I canceled it and laid down another $3,000 for a brand new Majesty 7-string Sanguine Red and have it plec.
Oh, you're having it plecked. Wow, good for you, dude.
Coming
Let me know how that works.
$4,800. Can't wait to play.
Dude, the Majesties are freaking awesome. I love these guitars so much. In fact, I gotta check my...
Flux says, was just reading the description of this JEL 20 pack, and I love how you've captured all the different settings, buttons, combinations. It takes time, but it's a must to capture all aspects of the amp.
Thank you. Yeah, I captured the sweet spots. I mean, the thing is like, I could capture, like, you know, everything in weird spots, but it's like, it just doesn't sound good. And I'm like, well, you know, I know it's subjective, but I just try to find the best settings and capture the amp in those settings. And, you know, in no disrespect to the amp at all, but it's a bit, not 100%, but it's a bit of a one-trick pony as far as the high gain part goes. If you're going to have the high gain part on, like channel 2, you're going to pull the gain knob out, you're going to crank it almost all the way up, otherwise it gets a little muddy. So I had it around 4 o'clock and maybe 5 o'clock. And then I had the presence knob around probably 2 o'clock. And then the other knobs kind of close to noon, but just slightly off in different, you know, areas. And I just thought it sounded amazing at those settings. And I'm like, there it is. There's the settings. And I even captured the plexi side of the amp too for people who like the lower gain stuff. And that's why on the ODD pedal, the odd box, I had the gain turned up to about 11 o'clock on the pedal, so that if you want to use the plexi side and add a little push to it, you can do that too. So
Raven Blackfeather is here.
hey, what's up, man?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Richie Rich says, new to the channel. Love it, man.
Hey, good to see you, man. Thank you.
Tech Forge says, sorry, late to the stream. Carrie's back. This is goodness.
What's going on, Tech Forge?
It is goodness.
Yeah, yep. We missed her last week.
I missed being here.
Missed being
I would
here.
have rather have been here.
Yeah, than spinning around.
Spinning around with vertigo.
Yeah. Sounds like it was not fun.
Raven Blackfeather says, if you get a chance to see Pantera, do it. I saw them in Toronto last night. Killer show.
Oh, I'd love to see them, especially with Zach Wilde. That guy's insane.
Martin says, sorry guys, my treatments are starting to work on me and I can't think right. Oh.
Oh, sorry.
Here I'm making fun of you for having fat fingers. And no, we've been praying for you for sure.
We
Thinking
have been.
about it.
Yeah.
You got to keep us updated on your progress.
Please do. Please do, man.
Let's see. Jason Taylor, yes, Jarrod, I'm on the QC, but also have the Tonex, so maybe I'll get it for both.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll be happy to help you out with one of those. So, yeah, just reach out to me and we'll work something out, dude. That way you can get them for both units. But definitely get them for the QC because you can get all the odd box captures for that. So, yeah, there's a lot of good combos.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Cut you off. Thought you were done.
It's all right.
Shane Allen says, I asked about the overdrive boost video. I want some in-depth stuff, laugh out loud, American and Brit amp, and show what works and doesn't. That would help so much. Awesome content, guys.
Oh, thank you. So that's for different amps. I did do a series, best overdrive pedals for certain amps, and I didn't do a bunch of those, but I did like a handful of those videos. But we could talk about that in a video. I actually thought about doing a video, another one with my Badlander, because I think the Oddbox would be a pedal that if people are struggling with the Badlander, because the Badlander it's a great amp, but it has a little bit of an issue with fullness, depending on what pedal you push it with. And if you're using like your typical overdrive, it cuts out a lot of the low end. And with the Oddbox, it doesn't. And I feel like it's going to really wake that amplifier up. And the other pedal I think is great for that amp is the Mesa Grid Slammer. It keeps the fullness of the amplifier and really slams it hard.
Braxel, Jarrod, what mic preamps do you use when you mic for captures?
Oh, good question. So I run it through the M20D board and whatever preamps that are in there. is what I use, and so far they've been great. You know, I haven't had any issues, and I use the Focusrite system, you know, the Focusrite interface. So whatever pre's are in that are working just fine. There's all kinds of mic pre's you could buy that add a slight coloration to the mics and stuff, but so far I've been just finding really good sounds with the stuff that I've been using, and it's the same sounds that you guys hear when I play those amps live or in videos, and it always sounds great. So I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to spend a bunch of money on a bunch of expensive mic pre's, and I've seen the videos on those where people have shot out mic pre's, and man, you got to put in in-ears and like really lean in and tell everybody to shut up, and you're like, okay, yeah, I hear 0.003 difference, you know, between this and that, and it's really subtle. Some of them are probably a little more, you know, noticeable, but I don't really notice a big deal because with mic pre's, because most of the gear that you get nowadays comes with really good preamps inside, so you don't have to use that stuff. But if you find some mic pre's that work really well for you, feel free to let me know.
Flux says, I QC captured a Bogner Alchemist on Friday. All tube amp by Bogner, DSP effects by Line 6. I captured the 2 channels, no effects. Very nice tone from clean to high gain, 2 6L6 power tubes. Nice.
Very nice.
Jason just bought your JEL 20 pack.
Oh, thanks, man.
Braxel, Jarrod, I am by the QC JEL 20 pack. I just wish I could have them for the next Tonex as well. Let's see.
Well, thank you guys. I will send those out tonight. As soon as I get done, we get done with the live stream, I'll send them over. I just got to upload them to the cloud. As soon as I get that done, I'll immediately send them over to you.
Tony says, I missed the demo video on the Oddbox when I was away. How much does the Oddbox cost?
It's around 110, 120 bucks. It's one of those no-brainer purchases. Like, it's so inexpensive that just, like, I mean, an overdrive pedal for a little over 100 bucks, just go get it. I'm not kidding you. It's a great pedal. I love that freaking pedal. And you guys know me, I'm the overdrive freak, you know. I'm really big on different flavors, and it's definitely unique and good enough to add to your collection. It really is.
Shane Allen says, is the Dokken riff your go-to new gear test? I love it.
It kind of is, isn't it?
Which
like,
one is that?
It's yeah, Unchain the Night, baby. That's the one I use. It used to be the Trooch riff. I still do that one too, but it's just such a good riff. I want to tighten up the Hunter. That's another one. How's that go? Ooh. Yeah, that one's also a really, really cool riff. It's so weird though. But yeah, Lynch has some great riffs, and I figured, you know, his riffs are so iconic. I mean, why not learn some of his riffs for testing out amps, because everybody's heard those and they're amazing. So I'm going to be adding some of those to the old repertoire. That, and you know, of course, the Jakey Lee. You know, you got to do Bark at the Moon every once in a while too.
Christopher, how are you, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
I mic'd up my MT15. Amp sounded great in my recording. Me, not so much.
I've been there, dude. I have been there. Wow, amp sounds great. I sound like doo-doo. What the hell?
So I can't let Christopher off the hook. We got to know what's for dinner tonight,
That's
man.
right.
We had smoked salmon again.
Yes, we
Not
did.
Complaining.
Oh, smoked salmon was...
Yeah.
That was good.
Martin asks, Jarrod, can you do a video on the overdrive pedal Slamerai? You got a Slamerai?
Yeah, there is a Slamerai out there. I think I did do that video. It sounds familiar. I think I did do that video. Yeah, that was kind of a milder overdrive, if I remember. Yep. That was a decent pedal. It all varies. And the other thing I was going to do a video on was like, if you get a new amp, you should get a new pedal. It's kind of like you ladies, when you get a new outfit, you got to get a new shoes or a new purse or whatever. So, because they all, you know, and that's the thing, people could bring an amplifier home. Oh, it sounded great at the store, and they bring it home, they hook it up to their rig with their pedal, and they're like, oh, I don't like it anymore. Like, what the hell's, you know, and it's like, it's not the amp, it's your pedal. It worked, that pedal worked great with your other amp, but this one is voiced and sculpted differently. It's a different kind of low end, different kind of mids, blah, blah, blah. And this pedal that's, you know, shaping that tone of this amp is shaping it in a way that doesn't work for that amp. And maybe you need a milder overdrive, or maybe you need one that has more push. Maybe you need one that's voiced differently. So getting an overdrive pedal with your amp, I think, is important. I mean, that's why I have, like, I probably have 15 overdrives now, because I have 16 amps. So, hey.
I have more shoes than that.
Yeah, hey, oh, your shoe closet is, wow.
Shelves.
Yeah. Carrie Bradshaw on crack.
Oh, yeah. That's my goal.
That's my goal. You've accomplished it. Even she would be jealous.
No, not quite. Monkey wrench. Jarrod, what's that thing on your headstock that's covering your nut, and what does it do?
It's a fret wrap. So I use it for when I'm doing tapping.
Also good for ponytail holder.
Exactly. She did use it for...
I have used it before.
Yeah, she did. So I use it for, I'll demonstrate here. So like, if I'm doing multi-string tapping, you know, like, it just keeps things quiet, so you don't get all that string ring in between.
You could probably just use a scrunchie if you got one
Yeah.
later on.
Yeah, you could. I used to use those until they came up with these. The nice thing about these is they're easily moved back and forth, you know. It's easier to grab than a scrunchie or like a, you know, those little hair bands, you know, the little skinny ones. So, but yeah, so especially for the
If you have a
studio.
beautiful guitar, don't use a scrunchie.
Yeah, exactly. But I use this especially for studio recording. Even when I'm not tapping, when I'm just shredding or doing whatever I'm doing, because, man, there's nothing worse than just making this long line of notes that you're doing perfectly, and all of a sudden you bink, you bump a string, and you're like, damn it, you know? So this keeps that from happening, so you don't have to do multiple takes. I mean, it's bad enough I got to do 100 takes in the studio. I don't need to do it because I'm bumping strings, you know?
Braxel says, get the, is it Neve, N-E-V-E? 1073 mic preamps.
Oh, okay.
Neve.
Neve. Yeah, I've heard good things about those for sure.
Pifty is
Thank
here.
you.
Greetings from Germany.
Oh, what's up?
Is this Majesty all stock humbucker? Question mark.
Yes, it's all stock. I haven't changed anything but the strings on it. That's it. Yep, these are amazing guitars, man.
Tech Forge, I dare say almost any overdrive pedal is better than no overdrive pedal. Even those cheap Amazon overdrive pedals actually do a decent job.
Absolutely, man. Yep, I'm all about overdrives. I mean, that's what'll save an amp for me. I mean, no matter how tight and how aggressive an amp is, I always push it every time.
Phil McCracken.
Phil McCracken's here.
McCracken, what's up, playa?
What's up, playa?
Carrie's wearing the best color. Was that intentional considering the amp we're talking about? It's actually more of a salmon, peachy, orangey. Probably looks red on.
Yeah, it's appropriate for the dinner we had. We had salmon.
We had salmon for dinner.
So, yep, in honor of the salmon.
I did not do it on purpose. I should start doing. Well, of course, I wear a lot of black, so I'd match everything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's summer. We'll get a nice
summer
dress.
Yeah.
Christopher can't argue there. I love my inexpensive Diavolo overdrive pedal.
Yeah, man. A good overdrive pedal. It doesn't matter if it is expensive or not. I mean, they all work really well, and having a good one, man, makes a huge difference. It really does.
Jay says, Jarrod, the odd box is legit. Makes my Badlander sound badass.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's right. I think his came today. Ah, good, man. I'm glad. Yeah, it really is. Seriously, I think it's a pedal everybody should own. You really should, because I like the Friedman Golden Pearl.
If it came in shoes, I would.
The Friedman Golden Pearl is a good pedal, but it doesn't have that edge to it that the Oddbox has. But the Friedman retains a lot of that low end, but almost too much. Where the Oddbox, it's like the perfect amount of low end and fullness that it retains, but it just slams the crap out of the front end of the amplifier in it. And that tone knob is money. You can really find a sweet spot with that, even past noon, even all the way up, depending on your pickups and your voicing of your amp. But man, that pedal is a must. It really is.
Dean Harkness says the Slammerai is the best name ever.
The Slammerai.
Slammerai.
The Slammerai.
It kind of is. Except for dark snarly chocolate.
Yeah. Just behind that.
Flux, can't get over how identical this capture is to what I heard on the shootout video. Also, the JEL 20 blew away the MT15, which was considered the best lunchbox amp for high gain.
Yeah.
I'm still stunned.
Thank you. Yeah, the captures came out really good, man. And I was shocked too. To be honest with you, the whole time before I did that episode, I was setting up for it, put the amp here. All right, let's sound check. Let's get everything. And I was like, okay. And I looked right at the MT15. I'm like, you're probably going to eat another amp for lunch. So let's see what we got here, because that thing has always been the champion of the lunchbox amps. And so I start playing and sound checking and making sure I got the volume levels the same. And I'm switching between the JEL and the MT15. And I'm like, wait a minute. Like, uh-oh. I just looked over. I'm like, you're in trouble. I was like, damn. I mean, the clarity that was coming out of the JEL
picnic
was...
basket instead of a lunchbox.
Exactly. Yeah, I was shocked. I was like, if I had to pick which amp I would record with right now, it would be the JEL. I mean, the clarity, the top end, there wasn't that congestion, and that little bit of fizz there. It would just had this really nice overall tone, and I thought it sounded amazing. So I'm like, and you guys know I'm not a huge Friedman fan, but that amp, there's something special with that one.
Jason Taylor, Jarrod, with your odd captures in the JEL 20 QC pack, would they work equally well with any captures and eliminate the need to buy the actual pedal to put in the loop?
I think so. That's actually a good question. I've never compared, like, with my quad Cortex, like the capture of the pedal in front of one of my amp captures to the actual pedal itself in front of it. I should probably shoot that out and see. But so far, I've been very happy with the captures of the pedals. They've all turned out really good. So I would say the simple, quick answer would be, I don't think you need to buy the pedal. I think the captures are really good.
Do you have any paper over there?
Paper? Mm-hmm. Paper.
That you don't care about? Would like to spit out my gum.
Oh, no, but there's, here. All done with the gum, huh?
All done with the gum. It has served its purpose.
I feel like I'm doing a live stream with some little kid. I'm all done.
I know.
He's spitting out the gum. I gotta go potty. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. Are we there yet?
Thank you.
I'm tired.
Well done.
I have a boo-boo.
I was thinking about just putting it up here, but then I'm like, I'm live on YouTube. I can't just like...
Yeah. I made a stinky. Well, with that, maybe I should do a mix, huh?
Life with Carrie. Wait, we have to hear what Christopher had for dinner.
Hoax to the dokes.
Because I can't even pronounce it. Dinner is Guamanian barbecue, spare ribs, rice noodle pasta with veggies, and an amazing chicken dish called Kelagwin. So much island flavor. I should be in a grass skirt.
In a grass skirt.
Can you please email a picture of that to Jarrod?
Yeah, or it didn't happen.
That's right.
Email a picture, or we don't believe anything you said. You're blowing smoke, trying to sound all fancy, and you're probably sitting there with your hot dog.
No, I mean the grass skirt.
No, I want to. Well, hey, whatever you're into.
I love it.
I was thinking about the food, but okay.
All right. Do your worst. Oh, actually, there's a whole bunch of comments that have come in. Well, probably while I
Okay.
was spitting out my gum. Pifty says, your twin jet video with your reaction to the EQ is legendary. Would you give the new Ultra a chance?
Yes, thank you. That was fun. I think that was the one I went on a huge rant with, right? And that's the thing, man. I have a bit of a impatient temper situation sometimes with
Yeah.
things, and then I'll just blow my stack. If I think something's really stupid, I will just absolutely eviscerate whatever it is and be like, yeah. And then even when the cow's dead, I'll come back and hit it a couple more times just for good measure. Yeah, I want to give the Ubershell Ultra an opportunity to like, you know, be on the show and like do its thing. I've reached out to Bogner several times, haven't heard back from him. So, but I'd love to check one out.
Eldest Thorin sent a super chat.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. He says, just bought a Krakenstein after watching your review.
Ah.
Also put together a cab with the Swamp Thing and Texas Heat to use with it.
Nice. Congrats, man.
Nice.
The Krankenstein. I'm glad you liked that video, man. That was an interesting sounding, very unique sounding rig, man. I mean, just very different. So, yeah, I hope you like it, man. I hope you like it.
Natural Aquarium says we need a full video where Jarrod plays only clean channels of all of his amps, compares the quality of each clean channel, and where he only plays country licks.
Country licks.
We also need that thick Texan accent.
Thick Tex accent. I think I can do that for you. Is that how it sounds right there? Or is it more like Skeeter? I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out.
I feel like Skeeter is
Skeeter's a little more
Kentucky,
backwoods, shine running freaking
Tennessee.
yeah, one of those guys.
Oh, let's see. Tony, grass skirt, laugh out loud. Need we ask what else you're wearing? Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get it because a lot of them came in here.
All right.
The eldest Thorin says, I just put together a 2x12 cab with the Texas. Oh, sorry, I already read.
You read that one?
Pifty read that one. Here's the name. Guilherme. Jarrod, you made me buy an EVH 5150 Stealth. Please do not make me buy another amp this year.
Sorry, and you're welcome.
Phil says the mids are what stood out to me. Phil, meaning Jay.
Yeah.
The mids are what stood out to me on the comparison video. The Friedman mids just cut through better than the others. It fits the mixes better too. It fits the mixes better.
Yeah, it's just an all-around, very well-voiced amplifier, you know. If it was my signature amp, I would just be like, I want a little more aggression, a little more gain, and I'd be happy. And Dave would probably roll his eyes at me and go, oh my God, you're one of those guys. And I'd be like, yeah, I am. Have we met? And that's just the way I am. It's got a lot of gain, and I should say it's got a good amount of gain. But if you want to do metal with it, it could do it. But I just feel like I just want a little bit more, and it might be a placebo thing, I don't know, but just having like an extra little gain stage, I think it would probably just be him patronizing me and making me feel better, and then he'd check on me, where's your gain knob? Oh, I got it at 2 o'clock. Yeah, you dork, I told you didn't need more. Sorry, but I feel better.
Flux says, I just sent over my Bogner Alchemist DI-QC captures at the cloud to you. They're great for mixing with other models. It includes a gain at 11 capture that gets some of that uber tone.
Oh, sweet, man. Thank you. I will check those out. Appreciate it, man.
X-Man.
X-Man.
This is very exciting and good news. I love the MT-15 and can't wait to grab your new Friedman QC captures. Love that you made these.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I'll send them out as soon as we're done. I'm uploading everything to the cloud, and then I'll go on my computer and send them out to whoever purchased them tonight. I'll be happy to send them to you guys.
Okay, last one, and then you can.
And I can play.
Shane Allen, have you tried the EVH 50 watters? I like them more than the hundreds. In fact, the original 606 is my favorite. Sold it for a JCM 800 Studio, and that's good too.
Are you talking about the Stealth 50 watt? See, I thought the Stealth 50 watt was pound for pound one of the best, most aggressive amps in its class, but when I tried the 100, I was like, oh Lord. The 100, in my opinion, for what I do, is better. It's fuller, nastier, and with the Easter eggs, I mean, that amp is just amazing.
Christopher?
Did he email?
No. He said, what else I'm wearing? Well, there's a pair of coconut shells. I can't say where, though. That's uncomfortable. That's gotta be uncomfortable. Oh, so funny. I love Sunday nights.
Sunday nights on Tone Wars.
Good sport, man.
You never know what's going to happen.
All right, your turn.
Let me screw up a mix for you guys here. 1 second.
Don't hurt my... We're back?
Yeah, we're back. You almost got some inside baseball there.
No, I was just going to say, these tones don't hurt my ears at all.
Oh, nice.
There's some still that you like that are,
Yeah,
I find a little squeaky.
A little ouchy for you?
Yeah, but these...
Smooth.
They're smooth.
Smooth.
Smooth like butter.
Oh, yes. And you know what's nice is like, even in my in-ears, they're just smooth. They got this really nice sound to them. So
everybody's going bananas, really. They really like, I'm going to start at the bottom and go up. If I can find the sweet spot here so I can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get used to these stupid progressive lenses, and I don't know, where am I supposed to read?
They're interesting, aren't they?
Yeah. Tony Krosick, love the ODD box tone. Here I go squeezing my Visa again. Yikes. Oh, let's see. Martin Flux, there's a ton of OCD pedals on Reverb. Probably ODD is what he means.
Yeah.
Paul Smith, excellent tone.
Thank you.
Flux, all are QC of the Jake, boosted by the ODD.
Yep.
X-Man asked, are all these tones Jake Friedman amp through the QC or the actual amp?
Yep. Any
drive pedals or TS-type pedals going there? Have you ever been in the cockpit of an airplane?
I haven't been in the cockpit of an airplane, but you will get with this pack a whole bunch of different captures of the Jake, the JEL amp and the ODD pedal, the Oddbox pedal. So I'm telling you, man, there's plenty of variety on here for you.
Shane Allen, cut off sleeves, gives me the Hetfield vibe. Now you need a cigar. Awesome playing.
Oh, I'll be having a cigar later. Thank you very much.
Cigar had earlier.
Cigar, we did have cigar. We had a Casa Cuba earlier, and it was, those cigars.
So yum.
If you're a cigar aficionado, go get a Fuente Casa Cuba. They are just chef's kiss. Oh, They're so good. They're really good.
They really are. Christopher says dinner pics are emailed. Also included dessert pics of mini cheesecake tacos.
Sweet.
No grass skirt or coconut pics.
Oh,
You're welcome.
you're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, he says.
Let's see. That is so 3D from Flux.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. At Tone Wars, off subject. What gauge are your gravity picks? I'm about to order more. You've spoiled me with these.
Oh, thank you. These are, oh gosh, are they 3s? I think they're 3s. Yeah, they're 3s. Yep. I love these picks, man. I'm going to order another set with holes in them, though. I'm going to get the holes. My ego got in the way last time because I'm like, I like the holes. And he goes, well, that's going to interfere with your logo. And I'm like, well, gosh darn it. I'll just have to make it work. And it works, but I prefer,
like the holes.
Yeah, I like the holes. So I'll have to make my logo smaller and put them up top. So there goes my ego.
Mr. Good Guy, Jarrod, after watching your iconic video, I bought the head. I use an MXR EQ, Boss noise suppressor, and a BBE, and I'm just blown away every time I play it. I forgot the pickups you said you like.
Oh, cool, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad you like that, man.
What pickups do you like?
I like the Sonic Ecstasies or the Dreamcatcher Rainmaker pickups by that I get in these guitars, and yeah, they're just freaking awesome pickups, man. I love them.
Flux says that just sounded blistering. Excellent.
Blistering. Thank you.
Martin Hensley said you're killing it.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
X-Man, holy Santa Claus.
Holy Santa Claus.
Fire and in the horns and the X-Man cometh. Jarrod dive bombs. FTW. Really great tones here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's
Appreciate
see.
it.
And it's a freaking beast. I'm not sure why Dean Harkness says she's a guy, so ...
I don't know.
Let's see. Chris Nash, what are you wearing, Jake from State Farm? Khakis?
Oh, yeah, that I love that commercial. Khakis?
Jason Taylor, man, what a time to play guitar. You used to own one amp and a couple of pedals, and your tone was your tone. Now you can have every amp you could possibly want in a widow box.
In a widow box.
In a teeny widow box.
Yep, and I'm sure that's exactly how he wrote it, isn't it? In a widow box.
You may have taken a little liberty.
Thanks for making Jason so manly sounding.
Oh, he doesn't mind.
He's a little bit mad at you right now.
Just a little bit.
Just a little. You're not friends anymore.
It's not very metal of me, is it?
No. A little box.
I'm scared of myself. Remember that one time I busted out the...
Oh, yeah. I was like,
I know,
we need a priest?
I wish we could find that
Some
episode.
holy water?
What
The hell happened to you?
That was before I started smoking cigars, too.
Yeah, that was pretty scary. I remember that. It still haunts me to this day. Where's my friend? What did you do with her?
Sia says, oops, I forgot to call out that cup, but it matches your dress, Carrie, so I guess it's okay. Well, thanks.
What's up, Chris? Speaking of scary, let's do some scary songs. Let's do Night Terrors.
Scary songs?
Yeah. And by the way, I know it's been a while, but I just heard one of my mixes from TJ for my solo project coming up here, and man, you guys are in for a treat, man. These songs are coming out so freaking good. Oh my God, it just sounded incredible. And it was 99% there. We just needed to tweak 2 little things and it was done. And then he's going to take that template and use it for the rest of the songs. And I'm not kidding you guys. Brace yourselves, for winter is coming. It is really sounding amazing. I'm super proud of how this is turning out. So, and I'll have all new backing tracks for the show too, because we changed a lot of things and spiced things up. And like Night Terrors. I love this track, the backing track, but on the album it's way better. I I rearranged the
I
drums. We added more keys.
heard it.
Yeah, and the intro's a lot better. So yeah, you just wait, man.
We also did something else fun this week.
Yeah, you
ailment.
sang. Yeah, she sang on one of the songs, so that turned out really good. So yeah, I can't wait till this is done because you guys are in for a treat. And I know this sounds weird, right? It's like it's my album, so like, oh, you're gonna love it. So, but I'm just excited because it sounds really good. I'm really happy with it. And you know what's funny is like every time I recorded afterwards, all I thought about was like, man, I think I could have done better. I think I could have, like, oh, I don't know if it's going to sound good. And TJ's, I'm like calling him, like, dude, after he gets home, I'm like, dude, did I play all right? He's like, do you think I'd leave your house with tracks that sounded like crap? Like, no, you're fine,
That's a long
dude.
freaking drive.
Yeah, it's a long drive. I'm not going to freaking, I'll make you do it again if it sounds like ass, So, and it's been a while since I've heard some of it. And I listened to it in my car the other night. I'm like, oh my God, like, did I have a stunt double? I mean, again, it sounds like I'm patting myself on the back, but I just can't believe that's me, I'm like, wow, it just sounds really, God, that sounds gratuitously egotistical, doesn't it?
You're so,
like,
yeah.
Whenever I look in the mirror, I can't believe I'm this handsome. No, I'm just really happy with everything. It just sounds, I'm just so happy, man, and I just can't wait till this gets released, Now I'm going to go ahead and ruin one of my songs after Carrie reads something.
Yeah. Dean Harkness, you don't hate August.
Yeah, he does.
He's like, winter needs to come. I hate August.
You know how hot it is where he's at?
I'm sure, but
boiling.
Monday's the day. Monday's the best holiday in the whole world. Martin says the Mud Killer is nothing compared to the ODD.
Dude, I'm telling you, the ODD is like, it's money.
X-Man says, I buy these QC presets from you, then I shred in front of the mirror after cutting the arms off my shirt.
Yeah!
See ya, Paul. He's got to go.
All right, good hanging with you, Paul.
Shane Allen says, I have this playing on my Bluetooth. Wife just peeked in and said, I'm really good, thanks. Did you say hi?
Hello. That's funny.
All right, I think we're caught up.
All right, so let me
Stuff.
see here. I got that. Okay, so let's get this going here, fellas. Mute. There, I had the mix too loud. I had to turn it down, so sorry about that.
Yeah, you're too loud.
Yeah, that's always a fun one. That's the one I listened to the other night, and I was like, we listened to it on the way back, remember?
I remember.
I remember. We were
I was
eating
really
Culvers.
tired, but I remember.
Yep, we were eating Culvers and
Ow.
listening.
Let's see.
That was good.
Where did I leave off? Tech Forge. It's one thing to cut the sleeves off your shirt. True power comes from cutting off the pants from the knees down.
I'm gonna have to give that a try.
I'm gonna get you some tanning oil first.
Yeah, I'm unstoppable.
Tony says, congrats, Jarrod. You've worked very hard to get your recordings down perfect. Hats off.
Thank you very much. Yep, we worked really hard on these, and yeah, I can't wait, man. Can't wait to release this album.
Martin says, Jarrod, you need to slam the ODD pedal in front of the Black Stealth and see it lose its mind.
I bet you, yeah, it'd probably be a nuclear explosion down here if I paired those two together.
I don't remember this name. Hey, Mr. Spillify.
Spillify.
Mr. Spillify. The newer version is much more a stomper, dark and more sinister.
Ah, yes.
X-Man's got to run. See you
Thank you.
later.
Ah, good seeing you, buddy. Thanks for hanging. Appreciate it.
We are actually going to wind this down as well. So if you have any last-minute questions or comments, go ahead and throw them in there, and we will deal with those. I'm sitting on a wire here.
Yeah, yeah, we'll
I don't
answer.
mean we'll deal with them like, ew, we don't. You have to deal with them. I just mean we'll try to
get to them.
Get to them.
Yes, yes, and we really appreciate everybody hanging with us tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
I had fun playing tonight, man. I really like, the
Yeah.
more I play these captures, the more I'm really liking them, man. I was a little intimidated at first during sound check. I'm like, well, I better be on my game tonight. These are,
Oh, I like them.
there's some great clarity here.
My ears like them.
Your ears lack them.
My ears like them.
You got those really easily annoyed ears,
I
too.
really do, but those don't annoy it, so
Yeah.
feel free to play that.
Maybe I will. I'll play them more often. Maybe next time I'll play them with the Tonex.
Yeah.
See how that sounds.
I'm going to X out and go back into the chat. I feel like I'm stuck.
Yeah.
Nope, not stuck.
I'm going to celebrate with a Dorado tonight. A nice New World Dorado cigar.
Oh, well, we've caught up in the comments. Maybe we should
Sweet.
end it here.
Yeah, well, guys, thanks so much for hanging with us tonight. Really appreciate it. You know, it's always a pleasure coming on Sunday nights and hanging with you guys. And thanks to all who have purchased different profile packs and preset packs from me. Seriously, it means a lot to me, especially this year since business has been really slow for my pressure washing business. So this really helps me out, and I really appreciate it. And I'm glad you guys are enjoying these. And to those who are, and I'm not trying to sound presumptuous here, but those who are purchasing them, you know, from this video in the future, I appreciate you guys too very much. You know, thank you. And I'll get them out to you. I just got to upload them to the cloud. Give me a little bit of time to do that, and then I'll sift through the emails and send them out accordingly tonight. And yeah.
After we sift through the grass skirt and the
Yeah. Yeah, we got to sift through that first.
Christopher's dinner.
Christopher's blackmail pictures.
We hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you again next Sunday night.
Absolutely, guys. Thanks so much for being here. And like I always say, every day is a gift.
And thanks for spending part of yours with us. Bye.
All right. God bless you guys. You all have a great night. We'll see you all very soon.